So how did we get to this place where belonging got so confusing? People are in constant self-evaluation mode, assessing who they are and where they belong, all to find and know themselves better. One of the most important questions that we ask ourselves is, do I belong here? In the search for this answer, it becomes about the quality of fit between oneself and the setting you are in. This hasn't changed. So why are people so confused by the concept of belonging? In my research, it became apparent that there has been a major shift over the last 30 to 40 years in which people look to the workplace for the feeling of belonging, a fit traditionally experienced through family and tribes. Psychological needs were initially met in the village community, and religious rituals started to be replaced by the institution of paid work as people found themselves working more hours and gave up their leisure time. As a result, the workplace expanded its scope, attempting to foster belonging as shared beliefs to both keep up with socio-cultural changes in the world and to improve bottom-line results, particularly within the United States. Another reason belonging became so confusing is the ongoing belief that belonging is all or nothing. The age-old, you belong or you don't, simply isn't true. As time progresses and more options are present, you can feel a sense of partial belonging to parts of something but not all. You can also belong to multiple communities at once. For example, I'm a member of multiple women's professional networking groups. I pick what I like about them, attending what I want and foregoing actions and activities that don't serve me well. Gone are the days when you need to be loyal to one group or one community only. Nowadays, you can belong to parts of a community, many communities, or none of the larger community depending on what matters to you. For some, this is comforting. You want choices, you got 'em. For others, it can be scary, too much to navigate. For me, it's comforting because growing up, I felt like a freak. I thought belonging was all or nothing and felt like such an oddball when I didn't feel a sense of belonging to my community, my family. I felt a sense of belonging with my grandparents and my sister, but not the rest of the members, which made me feel like an outcast. Belonging can feel confusing when you start to think of all the shoulds that society puts on it. Some may say that the concept of belonging started to get confusing when the world shut down due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. I'm going to call BS on that and instead say our belonging epidemic was illuminated by the pandemic. We were lonely before the pandemic and isolated during the pandemic, and that forced us to sit with ourselves and get to know ourselves better. But here we are, belonging in the age of loneliness, surviving with the hope of thriving. What does it take to survive?